Hello, and a very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian. I'm coming to you live from the UK on Friday, the 30th of June, 2023. OMG, we are halfway through the year. Can you believe that? We've done 6 months of 2023. Blinking, it's going to be Christmas. Oh my goodness me. And can I ask you a big question? When we started the year ago, 6 months ago, a year on the 1st of January, you had all these things you were going to go and do. Have you done anything? What have you done in the last 6 months? Well, I can tell you now, wow, what an amazing 6 months I've had. For some of those who may or may not know, excuse me, some of you may or may not know that when I went away at Christmas in Lanzarote to walk on my second lock of volcanoes, I'm going to plan a trip to Hawaii because Hawaii's got volcanoes. So I think I'm going to plan another trip to some things. Hi Andrea. I made this decision that I was going to lead an extraordinary year, that every month I was going to either meet someone I hadn't met before, I was going to go somewhere I hadn't been to before, or do something I hadn't done before. And so that meant there'd be 12 different things. Well, most months I've done more than one thing. I mean, the biggest thing for June this year was, of course, Glastonbury, and the highlight was seeing Elton John. Well, actually, some of the other highlights are seeing Hosier and things like that. But I've got a hug off Kyle Gray. I can still smell it and feel it. That was in April. Can't remember what I did in May. I've been to the last leg of TV programs. I've met some amazing people accidentally or on purpose. And I believe tomorrow, if I get me act into gear, I might be meeting someone from Facebook who I've talked to on Facebook. And she's actually in Northampton tomorrow doing a crystal stall up at Western Fable. So I'm going to try and get out and about tomorrow and see her. Andrea, your deck of cards will be posted. As you can see, I'm still not 100%. So today has been back in bed again today, hence why I didn't post your deck of cards, but whatever. So we have a lot to get through today. So thank you. Hello, Andrea, and thank you for sharing the love. And thank you for being one of my 777 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I believe it's something like 700 and, what is it? I'm just having a quick look now. 700, it's not telling me at the moment. I'm trying to do two things at once. 700 and didn't realise that was working. 781 subscribers. I better turn the sound off. Whatever. And I have remembered to turn the sound off my phone. But thank you for sharing. So I've got 781, and as you know, I was manifesting 777 subscribers by the 7th of July. Well, we smashed that. We smashed it even before July, and we smashed it. I've over exceeded. I was slightly panicking, and it was like, I've got to remember to surrender and release. Surrender and release. I put it up to the universe. And I was talking to my business manager this Wednesday, as we were doing a recap, and I was talking about the effect of yesterday, hence the cold, but I'm sort of calming down a bit today. And I am aware that I owe 3 people 3 readings, but you've all been so kind. As you can hear, my voice is really rough. I haven't even been able to do the reading for the month ahead of July, because normally I do a reading for the month ahead of July. I did ping you through a quick question, Lavender Moon, just to check what I'm about to talk about is correct. If it is wrong, please correct me. So we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about Amethyst. We're going to be talking about Moonstones. We're going to be talking about the super full moon in Capricorn. And we're going to be doing readings from the magical mermaids and dolphins. So while I'm waiting for more people to come along and share and things, I'm just going to do my disclaimer. I have to do this legal disclaimer. I'm working from the UK. and I don't want to be illegal and I don't want to be cut down. So I may or may not be doing readings tonight. If I am, it's be from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins from by Doreen Virtue. You need to be over 18 for a reading. If you're under 18, you need parental consent and parent needs to be here. You're not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice or pregnancy advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. If you choose to use this information in any other way apart from entertainment, it's down to you, not down to me. It is a legal disclaimer. We all have to do that if you're based in the UK. It is a lot part of the law. Otherwise, we are in trouble. So thank you for sharing the love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, hello. So what should we talk about first? Right. Yes, I did. Hello, Joe. I did preempt with our beautiful Lavender Moon. That's because I've just seen the word Joe Marchant. Hi, Joe. Precious darling. Oh, you are smashing. You are amazing. I love my swan goddess, Joe Marchant. I did preempt with Lavender Moon yesterday, the crystal that we are going to be talking about. Now, as you know, all through May and June, I've been talking about different tools of which we can use to help focus our mind for when we're manifesting. And Fridays at the moment is crystals. Thursdays is essential oils. Fridays is crystals, and it's very apt because I'm going to talk mainly about one crystal and another one slightly. The main crystal we're going to be talking about is amethyst. I've got it written down. Good on ya! So as normal, we were going to talk about amethyst, how it can be used for manifesting and creating your dreams, and then Lavender Moon is going to be telling us all about all the other wonderful benefits of amethyst. As you can see, Lavender Moon is my beautiful PA when it comes to essential oils and crystals. Where would I be without her? I would be fluffing around here. Hello. But yeah, so good Lavender. Yeah, so I gave her the heads up. She is superb. She's so knowledgeable about her essential oils and her crystals. It is just, it's mind-boggling. It puts me to shame. Well, crystal bit does. Aromatherapy, we're on par, because I am a traditional trained aromatherapist, as is Lavender Moon. Hence why we're always talking about, don't take them internally, don't put them neat on skin, because we are traditional, proper, trained aromatherapists. Crystals, we love. Now, crystals, why do we use crystals? Because crystals are have crystals and they vibrate. Now, we're going to be talking about amethyst, and I've got some here, and I am going to be able to sell some amethyst today, but there's an amethyst there. They come in different. The ones I've got today are tumble ones. So there's an amethyst there, there's an amethyst there, there's a pale amethyst, but they've all got things, but they've all got, oh, there's one there, slightly darker. So these are all amethyst. They're quite small, these ones. These are small ones. But the benefits of amethyst, oh, look at that one. It's half dark, half light. I like that one. That's like a stripe, like a tiger's eye of an amethyst there. Oh my gosh. And whenever I sell any of my crystals, I always do them as Reiki to master level, as well as angelic Reiki, whenever I send off any of my crystals or anything like that. So why do we use crystals? Because crystals have a specific vibration, and each crystal vibrates at a different energy depending on what they do. And amethyst is your third eye crown chakra, but Lavender Moon is going to talk about that in a minute. But we use the energy, the vibrational energy of a crystal, because when we're going from a place of lack, I love the leaf one I sent you. Oh my God, that is on my altar. The leaf one is on my altar. She sent me the most beautiful amethyst in the shape of a leaf. It reminds me of an oak leaf, but it's actually on my altar in my bedroom. I love it, and the energy is going to that. So, because when we're going from a place of to our dream, it means we haven't got it. We're going to our dream, whether it's a dream of a vacuum cleaner, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro, writing a book, being a full-time tarot reader, whatever it is. You're going from a place of here to here. You're moving your vibration from here to here, from a place of you haven't got to a place that you have. So you're using the vibration. So why not use this vibration? It's like it's a way sound like whoosh. It's vibrating you upwards, onwards to where you want. It's like a propeller propelling you through the water, and it's leaving the waves behind it. It's the vibration that's pushing you, and that's why you use the energy. So let me talk about amethyst first of all, which is not good because I've got the wrong picture up. So let me try this again. So I'm talking about the right thing. That wasn't timed properly. Let me find crystals. I'm looking for amethyst. Here we go. Sorry, wrong image up. Amethyst is very soothing, calming and healing for stress, tension and fear. It connects with the spiritual realm, your third eye and your crown chakra. So it's all about your third eye and your crown chakra and connecting with what is yours. I've come off here. I'm pressing the wrong thing. So amethyst is calming, but it's connecting with your third eye and your crown chakra, which is mean you're connecting more with the universe. And of course, the universe knows what is good for you. It manifests what is best for you. Hi, Jeanette. So when the universe is created, because sometimes we humans go, oh, out this big mansion. And the universe says, no, you're going to have a beautiful cottage instead, because it is more in alignment with you. I want this Porsche. Well, actually, you've got 6 kids and a dog. There is no way you can get 6 kids and a dog into your Porsche. So you're not going to have a Porsche. Well, you may have a Porsche, but you're going to have an estate car at the moment. And once the kids are left home, you can have your beautiful Porsche then. Oh, someone's talking about things. Finding my glasses are drying from the rain, love. I love dancing in the heavy rain. Woo! Oh, yeah, I know. And do you know what I like doing? I like jumping in puddles. I love jumping in puddles. I have to do it if I'm with my kids or whatever, and they're going, what's that? It's great when you've got a 3-year-old toddler, 3-year-old grandchild. Let's go and jump in puddles. They think it's great fun. Nana's going, and they're going, Henry and Stacey going, bloody hell, what's Nana doing now? Mum, walk away. Great excuse when you've got little toddlers jumping up in puddles. You can jump along with them, jumping on puddles. Yes, love it. You know, there are benefits of grandchildren. I am going to ask for people to send him. Logan's still in hospital. In fact, they sent him home and he's gone back. Logan is quite poorly in hospital at the moment. He's in A&E at the moment. So if anyone here is able to send healing to my little Logan, he is very ill at the moment. So lots of healing to him. Bless him. But I'm sure we'll be out jumping puddles shortly when they sort him out. It's a long story. But I believe the reason I don't have my dream car is because of where I live currently. Yes, no offence, it wouldn't last 20 minutes, not even 24 hours where you live. And I don't mean to be derogatively to you. And that is why there are reasons why the universe don't give it. When you've got your new perfect, you know, your home where you've got now is lovely, just suitable for your, sort of suitable for your needs. When you're ready to move to your next place and it's safer for you to have your car, then they'll probably get it. Yes, that is right, because the universe will supply when it is the best time. And yes, it is your dream to have your dream car, but the universe knows no, because if we give it to you now, you come out 20 minutes later or 24 minutes later, it won't be there, or it be damaged or something, and they don't want that to happen. So we often have to wonder why. But with the amethyst, it's working with your third eye and your crown chakra. It's connecting with source. So source knows what is best for you. And this is why it's good with amethyst, because when you use it by you're meditating it, so you hold it you can hold it in your hand. You can have one in each hand if you want. You can have a bracelet. You can wear it as a bracelet. I'll be talking about these in a minute. I've got a set here, which is a necklace bracelet and a crystal in there, so you can wear it as things. You can carry the amethyst in your pocket, in your purse. It's connecting you with your spiritual realm, with your angels and archangels. Now, we were talking about an angel spiritual guide on Wednesday, and of course when you're wanting to connect with your guides, your angels, archangels, your spirit guides, your animal guides, and all those which you want to connect with, you know, if you're going to go and connect with sit under an oak tree to connect with grandfather oak, or sit under a willow with grandmother willow and connect with those, and have your amethyst crystal, they're there to connect you spiritually with your soul and your spirit, because they all working from a place of unconditional love, and therefore they are going to give you what is perfect for you at this exact moment in time. They're also manifesting your future. As we were saying yesterday with the card, you're pre-paving your tomorrow. So when you're working with the crystals, the amethyst and so on and so forth, they're connecting with your, what is in alignment with your spirit and your soul. And this is what's so wonderful about amethyst. And I'm waiting now. It took universe 3 years to supply with my perfect time. Yes, but it's got there. And you got it because they wanted you to be in the right place. Coventina, thank you, Coventina. That's right, Coventina. I love her. Oh my God, she's lovely. I can't wait to work with her more. Her energy was lovely on Wednesday. And thank you for all the healing I've received. As you can see, my voice is a little bit back. Still a little bit sexy. I did message, I'm not going to use that word. I messaged Lavender Moon. I said, my voice is making me sound like a sexy ... But I'm not going to use that word here on live. Absolutely. I made her laugh this morning. But as you can see, my voice is a lot stronger. It's getting there. 3 years. Absolutely. Coventina. That's right. So when you're working with this. So Lavender Moon. Any other benefits of working with our beautiful amethyst? There's lots of different amethysts, different shades. I mean, when I was away at the healing weekend, I got myself a lavender amethyst, and if I move, I don't want to move because my things in charming is on charge at the moment. I've got lavender amethyst. There's lots of different, I was going to say like flavors. That's wrong. Flavors of an amethyst. I mean the quartz base. It is like, you know, like rose quartz. It is a sort of quartz. Amethyst is in the family of quartz crystals. Clear quartz, rose quartz, amethyst. It is very similar to the amethyst. No, I don't want to move. I don't want to move because I'll send my computer flying. We are charging. Yeah, we are still charging. The other crystal I wanted. So if anyone's interested and you haven't got a crystal or you want an amethyst, I have a whole load of tumblestones. My tumblestones are £1. There's my amethyst. But I also have in stock 2 amethyst bracelets left. I have 2 beautiful amethyst bracelets left. And these are £3. So if anyone wants an amethyst, so you can wear it round your wrist. But I also have 2 sets. And in this set is, I'm going to open this one. Comes with a necklace, a bracelet, and a quartz. So I've got 2 of these sets, and these sets are £7. So you have a set here, which is a bracelet, a necklace, and a crystal, and that is £7. Don't forget P&P. Please accept, please. Oh, and 3 crystals. Yes, absolutely. So I've now got 1 set, and I put 3 crystals. The other thing I want to talk about, which is where I'm going to put beautiful Lavender Moon on the spots with this one, but she's going to help me. I have, and I'm going to try and post these out first class because we have a full moon. I have some moonstones. Look at those moonstones. And what have we got this couple of days time? We have a super moon full moon in Capricorn. You need to connect. So these are moonstones. And as I said, the moonstones are connecting with the moon. They've got a slight pink. These ones have got a slight pink tinge to them. These are moonstones. And again, everything I send out are full of Reiki to master level and angelic crystals. Oh my God, these are, oh my God, look at this one. I've just seen this one. I might not sell this one. I might keep this one for myself. These are moonstones, and they specifically to connect with the energy of the moon. Yeah, I will put a set and 3 crystals aside for you. But these are moonstones. So if you want to connect with the energy of the moon. Now, of course, the moon, she is associated with the, excuse me, with the water. She affects the gravity, she affects the tides and the water. And it's very at that the deck of cards we're using is Mermaids and Dolphins because of all the water. Okay, and we decided Lavender Moon was a previous mermaid in her previous life. So it's all very connected with that. So when you want to connect with the beautiful, feminine, nurturing energy of the full moon, and again, crystals are a tool. They're a tool that helps you with your manifesting. They're a tool to help you connecting with the moon. And when you want to start with new things, or things are coming to a culmination, or anytime you want to do any moon work energy, of course, Lavender Moon with that made me laugh. So hello Rosemary, hello things. So oh my god, look at this one. Oh my god, I've got some amazing, I might keep them all. I don't think I'll sell any of these. Well, I've got some amazing moon crystal. These are about if you're wanting to know roughly the size, they're about 50 in the things, they're about 50 pence in size, just things. But like I said, all my crystals come, and these are all £1 as well. So if you want any moon crystals, but they really help you connect with the moon. Now we have a full moon in Capricorn. Let me put that there aside because I'm going to have everything. Full moon in Capricorn. I'm not going to be doing readings with the cards because I'm going to be doing readings with the things, but I've got the manifestation oracle cards because, as you know, I'm the manifesting mentor queen. I love Yasmin Boland, and I've got Yasmin Boland's Moonology cards, and I have her Moonology manifestation deck, and I've got her Moonology book as well. Slightly in love with Yasmin Boland. She's from Australia or New Zealand, but she lives in London. 2 moonstones as well. Absolutely. Here we go. We've got, this is all the information on Amethyst. So we've got, and then she's going to come up with some information on the Moonstone as well. I forgot to mention that. So let's talk about Amethyst very quickly. Heals the mind, increases nobility. Woo, yes, because in violet, purple is a royal colour. It's associated with royalty. So here we go. Let me read this. I've just flipped this. Sorry. So we've got promotes opens psychic abilities, promotes inner peace, inner healing, heals body, mind and soul, positive transformation, meditation, balances. Oh my god, this is amazing. Relieves stress, opens up communication, cleansing, focus aid. Well, we need that focus when you're wanting to manifest, and the law of attraction. Stimulates the mind, encourages selflessness. Yes, of course, you have to it's not selfish to be self-fulfilling. Spiritual wisdom, dream recovery, understanding, memory booster, and it's a natural tranquilizer. Oh my god, we all need amethyst in our life. May I have a bracelet? Yes, you may have a bracelet. Yes, you may have a bracelet. I believe I did send you some moonstones the other day, so you can have a moon. So yeah, absolutely, and I'll get them. Don't forget, we've got P&P to add on to it as well. So if Lavender Moon is able to find some more information about the Moonstone, so we're going to talk about the full moon. It's a super full moon. When it's a super moon, and confirm the day. I think it's like the 3rd of July. It's in the time, so you're going to feel the energies on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. But it's in these sorts of early hours, so it's mainly the 3rd of July. Again, wherever you are in the world, and the time difference. Some people going, oh, it's saying the 2nd. Some people are saying it's the 4th. Remember, the world is rotating at a certain time. So when we are now here at 6:30, what we call 6:30 on a Friday afternoon, in Australia, it is already tomorrow. So, and in America, it's only a lunchtime. So this is why sometimes there is a little difference in timings and a little bit of difference in days, or etc., because of the way the earth is rotating and the way we see our times. And also what we would say is 6 o'clock here. Don't forget, in Europe, they're 7 o'clock or whatever, because of the time difference as well. So this is why sometimes people go, oh, well, it says it's here and it says it's there. It's because of the way of the earth and the way we are, the seasons and the hour differences and time differences and things like that. Because like in America, they've got 3 different time zones as well. So you have to remember that. All right. So when you're looking up at these research and you think, go time feels right. Go with your intuition and your vibration energy as well. But it is a full moon, a super moon. Now, why is it called a super moon? Because it is, the moon is closer to us in its access, etc. Sorry, this is not a full astrological lesson today. I'm not giving a full astrological physics lesson at all, but the moon is constantly moving on its axis and stuff, and it's quite close. So when it looks at us, it's going to look really, really big because it's one of its closest, hence why it's a super moon. So we've got the full massive super moon. Now it's called a buck full moon. Why is it called? The full moons have always named after different parts of the year. You know, got the wolf moon, the oh god, I can't think of any more, the strawberry moon, and this one is the buck. Now a buck is a male deer, male young deer, and what it is, the duck, but at this time of year, the young males are fighting each other over the female deer, and it's the buck. It's the season when the bucks are fighting for superiority in their things, where trying to take over the stag and stuff like that, and that is why it's called a buck moon. This is the time of the year when the bucks, the young male deer, are coming into their adolescence, and they're trying to fight each other to go, I'm supreme, etc. like that. Hence why it's called a buck full moon. Okay, so it is a Capricorn, and the full moon in Capricorn, excuse me, here it is. There's the symbol for the Capricorn. As you can see, can you see how big that moon is? How very big. But it's saying take a reality check. Yeah, have a look back and take reality. You know, we're halfway through the year. We've done 6 months. Are you still whinging and moaning and complaining, but have you done anything about it? Oh, I've got no money. And but instead of saying that, are you doing, what can I do to create the money? Have you done anything to turn your ordinary life into an extraordinary life? Here she comes. Good on Moonstone. Sorry, Moonstone is, I knew Lavender Moon could do this, and I'm sorry I put you on the spot. Happiness, good fortune, nurturing, mothering, humanitarian, hope, spiritual insight, aids in easy childbirth. Well, it says childbirth, but it's birthing your ideas. It's birthing your ideas. Safe travel aid, new beginnings, abundance, ancient wisdom, and growth. This is all what the moon is all about. This is exactly what the moon is. And when it says about easy childbirth, you're giving birth to something new ideas, new inspirations. The thing is, the moon is getting you to pay attention. And with this super moon, it's like, whoa. It's time for a kick up the arse. You know, things come to a head. You know, it comes to a bush because it's a full moon. It's a culmination. It's a climax of all the things you're working on. But sometimes it's like a climax of having to release all your blockages, because it's suddenly realizing that, you know what? For the last 6 months, I've been saying this. I know, but you're brilliant. Thank you for that. And I'm sorry, I should have, it was my bad for throwing that straight at Lavender Moon, because I forgot. I didn't realise when I messaged her yesterday saying we're doing Amethyst. Oh, I forgot to mention her. We're also going to be talking about Moonstone as well because of the full moon. So I apologise for that, because normally Lavender Moon has, heads up. We're talking about this, so she's got time to prepare for her cut and paste of her information. So thank you for that. So with it being a full moon, anytime there's a full moon, it's a climax. It's the big one. It's like things blow up, etc. And this is what it says, take a reality check. Sometimes it's like, you know what, why isn't my dream coming into fruition? Well, maybe it's a bit of a frivolous dream, and the universe is going, no, Julie-Sian, you ain't going to ever have a pet elephant. Even when you have your beautiful home and all the acres of land, you're not going to rehome a pet elephant. Maybe you're going to go and sponsor an elephant at the local safari or in the things, or maybe you're going to work as a zookeeper and look after elephants that way. But frivolously, you ain't going to have an elephant living in your first floor flat because you've got no garden. How are you going to get the elephant up the stairs? No way could I get an elephant. Even a baby elephant couldn't get up my stairs. I think if I couldn't get into my room at all. So that's all right. I enjoyed it. I knew you did. It's tapping into our favourite subjects, essential oils and crystals. So no way, but it's a frivolous, and it's like a reality check. This is what this full moon in Capricorn is, the reality of, yeah, I've always wanted a pet elephant, but the reality is it's a bit frivolous. Yeah, not going to happen. I can have cuddly toys as elephants. I did at one time sell Reiki elephants. I did, and they were really popular. I had Reiki elephants, so I could have cuddlies. But in reality, they're going, no, Julie, no, you. No matter how you want it, where you are in that first floor flat in Northampton, you ain't ever going to get an elephant. So maybe you need to focus a reality on what is more, not achievable, but more in alignment with where you're living at the moment. So maybe I'll get the opportunity to sponsor an elephant in India, or sponsor an elephant in Africa, or something like that. And maybe that is the way I will get my pet elephant. But this is a reality check. The reality check is, you know what? You're wanting all this stuff, but are you actually actioning it? Are you actioning your mindset to that I can do this? Are you actually actioning a combo of that lavender oil? I know, what a fantastic, I mean, Coventina, meditation, I mean, what a week of manifesting, and it's coming to the end of this month, and so we're getting a new month and a full moon, so things are coming to a climax, etc. And we're in Cancer, aren't we, at the moment as well? But this is a reality check. You need to take a reality check. It's like, you know what? You want an abundance of money. Do you actually know where all your money is going? Do you actually know where it's slipping through, where you're well, not you're wasting, but where you're spending your money and putting it here and putting there? And instead of buying your Starbucks 7 days a week, maybe it's like, no wonder you haven't got any money. If you Starbucks 7 days a week, £3 a time, that's 21 quid. If you put £21 a week, that's 4 weeks for that, 80 quid you are spending a month on coffee. £80. Just think, instead of having 7 coffees at Starbucks and you're giving this big mega company £80 of your money, why not put that £80 into your savings? And after 10 months, you've upset their profit. You've got £800 in your savings account. So what would you rather have? £800 in your savings account, or give £800 profit to Starbucks or other shops also available? Have a reality check. Okay, reality check. What is it you really want? And is it really feasible? So it's like, if you've been worrying about something, the good news is you shouldn't waste another moment worrying about it, as it won't help. It doesn't. And just think back. In January, what were you worrying about? Oh, I can't remember. Can you remember what you were worrying about in January? What were you worrying about in February? You were spending nights and things, but now you can't remember. What a waste of your energy. Some things only happen once, and that can be really good news. If you're wondering how something you'll keep on is going to turn out, it's saying this is a time that you've hit a roadblock. If you want to change that roadblock, you need to put in an extra effort with your manifesting work. So if you're doing things and manifesting and it's not working, maybe you need to have a look and see. Are you going, oh, I want this £1 million, I want £1 million, I want £1 million, but you're still talking about, I haven't got this, and you're not giving thanks to what you've got, and you've still got that, I'm not the worthy of it, but you're also limiting it to £1 million. Let's not limit, let's be limitless and go, I am worthy of an abundance of money flowing into my life every month, and remove those money blocks. And there's no such thing as a money block anyway. What's the cinnamon? Oh, right. Oh, hello, Nathan. How's the horse? Right, cinnamon blowing and mint all right. You get some cinnamon, you either grate the cinnamon or grate things, and you get it and you blow it at your front door. It's cleansing the front door. It's cleansing, it's removing all the negative energy that from people who come to your door, like salesmen, people come and selling you things and stuff, and it's cleaning and it's whelping you in. So it's wiping down, and the peppermint is cleansing. It's protecting, cleaning your front door, because everything comes through. You should do your front door and your back door, and it's cleansing at the end. And so you do it on the 1st of the month. You can either do it tonight, midnight, or 1st in the month, so do it tomorrow. And it's a cleansing, and it's bringing in, it's welcoming abundance into your home. So you're only letting good people, happy people, high vibrational energy, and it's like, whoa, I don't let other people come through my front door. And it's welcoming abundance. Yes, you cleanse your front door. And the peppermint, I use peppermint. You can use any spearmint, the spearmint, lemon mint. There's lots of different mints you can use. But it's welcoming in abundance. You answer that question. And so you just get, I use, because I have cinnamon every day. I make myself a hot honey, lemon, ginger and cinnamon drink. And I've got cinnamon spice. And I get a little bit on a spoon and blow. Be careful if you're asthmatic. That's all I'm going to say. Just be a little bit careful if you're asthmatic, because you don't want to inhale the cinnamon, because it could cause a bit of coughing. But you just blow it, and you blow it at the I open the door and I stand on the inside of the door and I blow the cinnamon, so it's sort of surrounding on my porch, the cinnamon there, and then I wash down the front door with the peppermint, the spearmint. I clean the front door with that. Need to surrender and release more to allow the universe to do it. Yeah, so there you go. Some combo that, lavender oil and amethyst. Yeah, absolutely. So this is taking a reality check. This is what this full moon is about. And you need to find a balance between facing your reality and being kind to yourself and to others. If you're a spiteful bitch and slag people off behind their back, they're going to do the same to you. What horrible energy. Why not be kind to everyone? Be kind to the Kardashians. Try and be kind to the politicians and send them love. I've talked about before, I'm sending Putin love because I want him to feel the love and realise what he's doing wrong, rather than sending more hate so he sinks further into the hate. I'd send love to anyone, whether living in the streets or in a palace, because they are brought up in a certain way. And they've got their being mind boggled, mind covered in their mind that I'm a king and I'm this or I'm entitled to that. Bullshit to that. But that horse is brilliant, thank you. I'll do that tomorrow, and I'll have to be careful as I got asthma. Yeah, that's why I only have like a teaspoon of it on a teaspoon, and I blow it away. So I'm standing on the front. Watch if there's a wind coming. Like that. I know you've got a beautiful horse, and congratulations on it. Nathan's got a lovely horse. Anytime you want me to come and do some Reiki on your horse, Nathan, I love my horse Reiki. So this is it. If you're not happy with the message, use the old trick of finding the best thought you can about your situation. Go from there. So if you're having a reality check and suddenly going, shite, I'm not happy, life isn't what I really wanted. It's like, well, what do I need to shift? And what action do I need to take? Are you going to constantly complain and whinge? Or are you going to do something about it? Because complaining and whinging and moaning is right down here with dog shit. Yeah, right down there with dog shit is your moaning and the whinging and complaining. Oh, this, that. Why not take yourself out of the dog shit, wipe your feet off, and step into beautiful rainbows and start going, what can I do to action it? It's so easy to be a keyboard complainer, a warrior, and complaining, but it's hard work doing the action. And you often think you're making yourself look really good. Oh, what do they think they're looking like? How dare they have this? It's a sign of jealousy and pain. And that's what it is, jealousy and pain. But you're too much hard work to go, you know what? I'm not happy about this. I'm actually going to do something about this. And this is where my Pathfinder is. The Pathfinder reading shows you where you've been, why you're stuck in dog shit. It's worse than elephant manure. Elephant manure is great because it grows the most beautiful roses. Dog shit doesn't grow anything, all right? So, isn't it time to get out of that dog? Horse manure is very good because horse manure is mixed up with straw. Great stuff out of horse manure. People pay a lot of money for horse manure, and elephant manure is a premium. Can you imagine people pay good money for elephant manure? They do. They sell it at the local zoo. Can I have some elephant manure, please, for my roses? The neighbours don't like it when the wind's blowing in the wrong direction, but they love your roses and the fruit and vegetables. Exactly like that. But it's a reality check. So this is what the Pathfinder is. The Pathfinder gives you where you are now, gives you some mentoring, but we also give you pointers and a point of action, etc., of where to go next and how you can change this, change your mindset. So, I'm trying to read the card and the book is here. Okay. Oh, look! Oh! This is a new one, Lavender Moon. I'm going to throw this as this. I haven't got this one. A manifesting ritual for weathering through times. Are we ready for that? I know! People pay good money for shit, but they pay it for elephant manure and horse manure. Sell your horse manure. You'll make a lot of money on the side. If you want to bring in some money, Nathan, start advertising your horse manure. It's really good stuff because it's mixed in with the straw, and the straw breaks it down, and it's excellent manure. It really is. There's a sideline for you. Yeah, I'm just going to bring in some extra money for you, Nathan. I just suddenly thought that. See what you can sell it by the ton. You'll make a fortune. Okay, are we ready for this? Because we're going to mention an essential oil which I have never thought of using before. Are you ready for this one? Add laurel essential oil to your diffuser. Laurel, Laurel, laurel essential oil. I know nothing about that essential oil. Well, oh my goodness me, not come across it, laurel. So it's telling you to use laurel essential oil in your diffuser, sit or lie down, and then you call in Parvati. So I'm spelling their names. You call in Parvati, who is the goddess of the divine. Oh my God. Talking about using amethyst. Goddess of the divine, the strength and power, and her son Ganesh, the Hindu elephant god who protects us. Oh my God, I was just talking about elephants. So you call in Parvati, the goddess of the divine, and for strength and power, and call in Ganesh, her son, who protects us. And you need strength to get through the time, so ask Parvati and Ganesh to guide you to the best possible outcome. And a beautiful affirmation is, everything is always working out in my favour. Everything is always working out in my favour. Everything is always working in my favour. And if you say that instead of worrying, because like I said, back in January, I bet you can't even remember what you're worrying about, and whatever it is, it's worked out in the end anyway, because it's like, oh, well, it worked out all right. Surrender and release. I've got to remember to surrender and release. To believe in an anti-oil, believe it is an anti, yeah. But I don't know. I'm going to do some homework when I've come off this live. I'm going to do some research. I've just learnt something. So laurel. So this is to, if you're weathering through. So if you're spending a lot of time worrying, get some laurel, connect with Parvati and Ganesh, and say everything is always working out in my favour. Of course it is. The universe wants everything perfect for you. The universe wants perfection because it loves you unconditionally, no matter you're perfectly imperfect. And it says the best time the moon is to work in the moon, and on a Saturday, Saturn's day, or so the best time to work your magic with this is on a Saturday, and when the moon is in Capricorn. What's happening this weekend? We have a full moon in Capricorn and we're feeling the energy tomorrow. Bing, bash, bosh. So that's about the full moon, super moon. Are there any questions about the moon? So on my hello Sally, so on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777, which now has 781 I think subscribers, woo, there is a full moon meditation. When I finish this, I will share the link. So as I said, I have got some amethysts here, which are £1. I've seen Andrea's asked for 3 plus the set, and Lavender Moon has asked for bracelets. So currently I have 1 amethyst bracelet left, which is £3, and I have this set, which is a necklace, bracelet and crystal for £7. But I also have some amazing moon crystals, and what I will do, because we are got, I think the full moon is like where we are, tomorrow is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, I will post them out tomorrow. If anyone purchases any of this, I will send them out first class recorded delivery, so you can get them on Monday, fingers crossed, with the Royal Mail. So if anyone wants any Moonstone crystals, you love that it reclaims voice and wisdom and rebalances. Yeah, love that. Oh, is that Laurel? Is that Laurel? Oh my god, I'm going to have to purchase some Laurel essential oil from Mystic Moments. I might actually share, oh god, I am an affiliate of Mystic Moments, so I need to share that link to that. So there's some moonstones, and my moonstones are £1. Are there any questions before we go into the readings? Are there any questions before we go on to the readings about amethyst, about moonstone, about the super moon buck full moon in Capricorn? Yes, that was Laura Oil. Thank you. You see, what would I do without my PA? Lavender Moon's going to start charging me. I'm going to have to start paying her some money. I'll bung in something extra for you. Okay, so Laurel Oil. I'm going to go into Mystic Moments. I'm an affiliate of Mystic Moments, so I'll share them a less about that. Oh my God, Laurel. Never come across it before. That is a new one for me. Oh my God. I've learned something new. You always learn something new. So as I was saying, I did do my disclaimer at the beginning. Mermaids and dolphins, because of the water and the moon. And now there's a moon on there with the words oracle cards written on it. Everywhere you look, there's a full moon, full moon, full moon. So the card, I'm just going to slurp my tea, so bear with me. I'm going to do some readings. If you share, we'll be doing some readings in a minute. Okay. So, soulmate relationship. You do not need someone to complete you. You are a whole and complete already. You do not need a soulmate to complete you. You are complete. You need someone, or you may or may not, to complement. Complement, not complete. Okay? Oh, I need my twin flame. Fuck that. Excuse my French. You are perfect. You are unique. You are one. But it's nice to connect, to complement you. Okay, but this soulmate relationship, it's new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. Look at the Kundalini. Look at the Kundalini, starting at the base, rising up to your spirit. We're talking about amethyst today. Look at this, connecting with the white, going from the base chakra to the crown chakra, amethyst for your spiritual connection. Be a friend to your own soul and spirit. This is a new romance with the spiritual basis is here now. The new romance is the love you have for your own soul. The romance is your love of your own spirit. This is the relationship you have with a soul mate. It's not your partner. It's not, oh, I can't, oh, I'm so sad because I'm looking for my soulmate. You are your own best friend to your own soul. And to be a friend to your own soul is be like the spiritual. Love it. Care for it. Be kind. Be kind and loving to yourself. Do things that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that brings you peace, that brings you love. That is being the right relationship to your soul, being the mate, the friend, the soul of your mate. And how do you do that? You do things that is in alignment. If you're doing things trying to fit in with other people, but you don't like it, you're not a friend to your soul. You're not a friend to your spirit. Yes, I've talked about certain things. We do got to clean the toilets. We do have to occasionally go and do this, that and the other. Oh my, I've just had pink amethyst flower agate this morning. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, pink amethyst flower. Oh my God. Yeah, absolutely. Lavender Moons has been purchasing crystals again. That was a beautiful, she showed me this picture. I did say funnily, I went, not sure about the remote control crystal, not come across that before. Ha ha. We were joking about that. It's a reminder that when you do photographs, be aware of what you're photographing in the picture. So romance, it's the romance of loving. But if you're doing constantly trying to please people to your own detriment, you're not being a friend to your soul. Because if you're trying to do something for someone, you know, I've got to go and do this, but it's not to your own kind and it's out of alignment with you. Oh, I've got to go and do this, but I don't want to do it. I don't really want to do it. Don't do it. Because you're out of alignment with your soul, and you've got to learn to say no. No, 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 no. And if people go, well, why aren't you coming with us tonight? Why aren't you doing this? Because it's not in alignment with my soul. And please be respectful to my no. And if you've got a problem with that, F off. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Absolutely. You've got to do, I mean, there are certain things you do have to do. And, you know, oh, I'm obliged to help. You know, mother's fallen down and broken her hip, so you're going to go and sort out mother. Okay, yes, there are certain things. But if someone says, we're going out for a curry tonight, and you really don't want it, just go, you know what, I don't want to eat curry tonight. Can we not go for Chinese? Otherwise, she's sitting there. And, you know, I remember going out, and I really upset someone, but I said it was one Christmas, and I said to them, I didn't want to go. And she goes, oh, you've got to come. You've got to go. She goes, I don't want to think of you sitting there in your flat on your own. Well, I was quite happy to sit on my flat on my own on Christmas Day, because I don't celebrate Christmas, okay? I'm a pagan. I celebrate the 21st of December. But she comes on, and I said, I want to come. And they go, oh, they've made a seat at the table and things. I said, I don't want to go. And I had to go, and I went, and it was enjoyable, but I wasn't really happy. I was with people, I didn't really, you know, whatever. And it was like, and at the end she goes, did you have a nice time? And I said, to be honest, no, I didn't. And I could knocked her over with a feather duster. She went, what? And I said, well, I told you I didn't really want to go. I didn't want to go. I don't celebrate Christmas. I was quite happy sitting at home in my flat. Christmas Day to me is nothing. Doesn't sound disrespectful, but I'm a pagan. I'm not a Christian, okay? It's not a thing. And she was saying, yeah, but I can't think. But she was, so to appease her, because it was to make her feel better, because she goes, well, I'll be there thinking of you on your own. Well, it's very kind of you to think of my own, but I'm having my perfect Christmas day. I'm having my perfect 25th of December. I'm having a really lovely 25th of December. It's not Christmas. 25th of December. I'm having a nice 25th of December. To appease her, I went. And it was okay. I had a very nice dinner, etc. like that. But I was quite happy to be on my own. And in fact, my daughter was working, and in fact, she was coming back at 7. She was actually working Christmas Day that day, and she was coming back at 7 o'clock at night. And I was actually quite looking forward to having a whole day doing my own things, because when she was going to come back at 7 o'clock, we'll be watching her stuff and doing her things, because I was trying to make her a Christmas, because she does Christmas, okay? So it was like, I wanted my own 25th of December, but then at 7 o'clock that night, I was going to do my daughter's thing. But I was trying to appease someone. It was out. And when I told her the truth, it was like, what? And I went, well, you asked. And I told you. I said, I had a nice time, but it wasn't brilliant. And, you know, I'm being honest, because it was out of my legs. Oh! Ah! Midwinter. So this is what this is all about, being in a relationship of your soul and your spirit, and doing things and actually saying. And it was like, I felt, you know, and then she was going on, and then her husband actually came knocking on my door. You've really upset her because you're not coming. And I go, tough shit. But in the end I went, oh, I better get dressed then, because it was like, we're going in 10 minutes. And I went, well, I'm still in my gym jams. Because I was having a PJ day. on the 25th of December. Yes, it's on Christmas Day to me. Okay. It was great last year. I wasn't here. I wasn't even in the country. So no one could come knocking on my door. I was in Lanzarote. What did I do? Oh, I was walking around an amazing flea market. I love that. Because in Lanzarote, they don't celebrate Christmas Day on the 25th of December. They celebrate on the 6th of January. So, yes. So to them, Christmas 25th of December was just another day. So we had an amazing day walking around this amazing market. And it was fantastic. It was one of my best Christmases. Well, 25th of December, I have to remember to call it. I blame the winter solstice on my short stature. Yes, got to blame something. So this is what the soulmate is all about. You don't need anyone to complete you. No one needs anyone to complete. And when they go, oh, this person broke me, it's because you allowed them to have control. All right? And it's like complimenting. Yes, it's nice to have someone who compliments you. But if the person you're with at the moment is driving you balmy, be honest and go, you know, fuck off. I'm going to break up this relationship. Yes, we may be married for 25 years, but you know what? I've had enough. And that's why a lot of people, when their kids leave, a lot of people, you know, their kids leave home and the last one leaves at 18 or 21 and then suddenly they get divorced. They go, what do you mean you've been married for 25 years? And it's like, yeah, because the only thing that was holding the marriage together was actually the children. And now the children gone, we're just sitting there at night, me with my partner, and going, oh, I don't like who you are. I'm going. Okay, who wants a card? Who wants a card? So anyone who wants I've got the order from Andrea, Andrea is having the set, the £7 set, which is a bracelet, necklace and crystal, and she's going to have three crystals as well, and then Lavender Moon's having a bracelet. So if anyone wants, I have one set left at £7. I have one bracelet left at £3. I've got loads of tumble stones for £1, and I have some moonstones at £1 as well. So let us do a card. I've got 4 people here, so 4 beautiful people who stuck me out. Anyone who've got any questions, blame that. Yeah, blame. We've got to blame something. Blame something. Oh God, are you a secret pagan or what? Or Wiccan? I'm a white witch, eclectic. I'm a white. I'm an eclectic witch. White means good, spiritual, so I'm an eclectic witch. I do a bit of here and a bit here. Right, Andrea has, woo, treasure chest. Oh, look at that treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Now, Andrea, since you've had your mindset reshift or mindset shift, wow, what's happening in your life? I should have been born Christmas Day. You couldn't wait. You wanted to be here. You couldn't wait any earlier. You wanted to celebrate Christmas. What a nice early Christmas. You didn't want your mum to spend Christmas Day in hospital giving birth. Oh, no. What a kind person you are, Sally, giving birth. My granddaughter, she was due Christmas, and she came early, well and truly early. She came like on the, oh, God, I can't remember, in the December 14th. She was due. She came back 2 weeks early, Ellie. She couldn't wait. I think Stacey'd had enough. Ha! So, yeah, it was kind of, I'm a witch of whichever way the day brings me. I like that one. So, Andrea, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance is coming to you now. Have you noticed how much now you're looking at different things with your mindset, how abundance, and you're realizing, you know what, money is useful in all different forms. Money is useful in its form of a crystal. It's useful in its form of a tea bag. Money is in the form of your phone. Money is in the form of your kettle. Money is in the form of your bed, in your bra, in your knickers, everything like that. And that you realize how much you've got now, that you're ready to receive all the other, and you're wow. So this is the treasure chest. Okay, then we have the beautiful lavender moon. So I don't know who else. So I do lavender moon and then I do, oh, right, there we are. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you. So I do lavender moon and then Jeanette. So I do lavender moon. Lavender Moon has helpful person. Well, Lavender Moon is a very helpful person to me. And it's a sign of strength to reach out and ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness, because it's acknowledging that actually, I don't actually know how to do this. I don't actually know how to have some law, so I need to go and ask a solicitor for some advice. I don't actually know how this, so I need to ask a doctor for advice. Oh, I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to ask my spirit guides for advice. It's not a sign of weakness when you're asking for help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. And it's not saying that you're stupid or anything. You just don't happen to know it. We're not all fully trained. We're not all fully trained lawyers. We're not all fully trained doctors. We're not all fully trained dustmen men. We're not all qualified in every single aspect which we require. We're not all politicians. We're not all this. So sometimes we need help from someone who's got that knowledge. And that's why you seek out a tarot reader for advice. Someone wants to help you. You have to be ready to help, okay? You need to be... if you're always giving advice, why don't you open and receive? Listen to the advice. You don't have to do anything about it, but people want to help you. So stop putting up the excuses and just go, yeah, okay, someone's coming to help me clear my clutter from my home. Yeah, I'm going to come and accept that. Going to accept that. Think of whom it might be and initiate the contact. Maybe people want to help you instead of rebuffing them, because if you're helping them, let them help you back. Okay? Let them help you back, because it's a sign of love. I can't remember who this is for now. A helpful person. I can't remember who it is. Oh, Lavender Moon. So let people help you. All right? So that's that, helpful people. So, Jeanette, and then I'll do Sally. Apart from Jeanette, and then I'll do Sally. I'll do Jeanette, and then I'll do Sally. But apart from Jeanette and Sally, who else wants a card? So I'll do Jeanette. Hang on, I've got to shuffle. This is not shuffling right. Jeanette. Will do, thank you. Yeah, so there's someone out there who wants to help you. But maybe just take their advice. You don't have to take their advice, but just listen to it. Okay, Jeanette. Oh, hello, Nathan. Okay. Jeanette has let yourself receive. Let yourself receive. Yeah, this is the same. You're giving. Let people be received. When someone says you're looking, if you're wearing a jumper and someone goes, oh, I really like your jumper, do you say thank you because they gifted you a compliment? Or you go, what, this old jumper? That is not being nice. They've taken time out to go, that's a really nice jumper. So go, thank you. Receive the compliment because it is a gift. If someone gave you a box of chocolates, you don't go, oh, what? A box of milk tray? I prefer a celebration. You wouldn't do that. A gift is, a compliment is a vocal gift. So receive it. So if someone says, I want to give you something, go, thank you. Receive the compliments. Allow others to give you loving care. Receiving without a gift or apologies. You've got to start saying thank you. Not going, what, this old jumper? What, me hair? What's this? You've got to, and if people want to give you help, take it. Take it. Oh, I'm not very good at receiving. Change that. Go, I'm ready to receive. If you can't receive a compliment, how can you receive the abundance the universe wants to give you? You want to receive money, you want to receive a nice home, you want to receive a car. Start receiving compliments. Start receiving help people are giving you. Because if you're not taking the help people are giving you or compliments, the universe isn't going to give you an abundance in anything else, because you've got to start receiving in all areas of your life. So that was Jeanette, I think. Sally, and then I'll do Nathan. So Sally. So apart from Sally and Nathan, who else wants cards? So Sally. Well, Sally, can you see me shuffling? You've got the same. And this is a message to everyone. Let yourself receive. Receive without guilt and apologies. That's what I want to do. Don't be unapologetic for receiving the love. I think, Sally, sometimes you find it hard to receive the help, and you rebuff it with excuses or, reasons why you can't take it. It's not a sign of a weakness. So why do you feel guilty? Oh, I feel I'm imbibing, I'm asking people to help me, I'm receiving the help, but I feel guilty. Stop it. You are happy to help other people. Please let other people help you. I think you made a phone call to someone today, and I'm hoping they'll help you. You've reached out and you're going to receive the help. And with that help, you're going to get an even bigger receipt of something else. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, Sally. We know what we're talking about. So, that's the message. So, like that, Sally. So then Nathan. Apart from Nathan, is there anybody else who hasn't had a card? I'm going to do Nathan now. Like I said, any time you want me to come and give you a horse, it's ages. I can't remember last time I was out doing horse Reiki. I miss my horse Reiki. I need to start advertising that again. So Nathan, you're welcome, Sally. Nathan. I don't think there's many watching. Nathan is positive energy. Positive energy, yes. We want positivity in our life. Have you noticed, Nathan, when we start, and it's so easy. I do it, and I've got to remember not to, and I catch myself, and my daughter corrects me. And she says, oh, God, Mum, you're such a pessimist. And I said, I'm learning to try and be an optimist. And whenever I'm an optimist, things turn out better. Because when you're putting out negative energy, you attract what you give out, law of attraction. So if you're giving out negativity, you're going to get it. This way, if you worry about something's going to go wrong, and then when of course it goes wrong, you go, I told you so. The thing is, if you had said it's going to be perfect, it would have turned out perfectly. The thing is, you created the negativity. Oh, if I do this, it's going to go wrong. I know when I create this, it's not going to look brilliant. I'm going to paint this painting, but it's not going to be very good. The painting's not going to be... And what happens? The painting isn't very good. But if you decide, I'm going to make the perfect painting that is perfect for this moment in time. I'm going to create the perfect painting that is correct at this right time moment. Notice the difference, and what happens to that painting is going to be perfectly perfect. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Nathan, it's time to remove the toxicity. Maybe it's time to remove where you are at the moment. Maybe you've got a toxic relationship with your money, a toxic relationship with your health, a toxic relationship with your job, or a toxic relationship with some situation or something. Or maybe you're still talking about some toxicity in your past. It's happened. It's time to make the shift and surround yourself with positive. And it's very difficult. And yes, it's difficult when it's family members, but we can step back. But if there's people in your life that's bringing you down and they're not supporting you, just go, you know what? I'm going to move into a new circle of friends who raise me up, who support me. And if these people around you don't support you, don't talk about your dreams. If you've got a dream and there's people go, I wouldn't do that, don't talk to that person about your dream. Talk to someone like me or like Sally and Lavender Moon, who will go, yeah, go for that dream. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. If you've got a dream, who would you rather be surrounded by? People who are going, yeah, go for it. What can I do to help you, support you? Do you want to be surrounded by people like that? Or do you want to be surrounded by people who go, what a shit idea. Oh, I wouldn't do that. That's not worth doing. What energy would you rather have surrounding you, Nathan? And maybe it's time, like we said, it's the full moon, a reality check. Maybe it's time for a reality check. Because you are worthy of an amazing life. Hope that makes sense. Is there anybody here who hasn't had a card and would like a card? Is there anybody here who would love a card but hasn't had a card? While I'm waiting, I think everyone's had a card. So I'll reiterate today. My Pathfinder readings, they are £75. I am upfront. They are £75. The Pathfinder reading gives you a reading connecting with your spirit guides. It will give you some mentoring to talk about how we can do something, and it will set up an easy to create plan of action which you can go away and put into place there and then. That is what's so magical about the Pathfinder. It means when you have an ordinary reading, which is £50, you just have the reading and then you go off and do it yourself. And how many people, back in January, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. How many of you 6 months ago had all these things you wanted to do? And how many, hands on the heart, have you done it? Have you done it? And it's not a criticism. I'm asking you to do a reality check. This is what this full moon in Capricorn is all about. A reality check. It's not me telling you. It's a reality check. Have you done anything that you had these dreams and plans in January? We're now 6 months, halfway through the year. We've had 6 months. And when you have a reading, yes, I've had the reading and I got the guy. Have you done anything? And that's what's so sad about having an ordinary reading. You get the guidance, but most people don't do anything with it. But with the Pathfinder, it's like, you know what, I'm having the reading because I want the guidance. I want the guidance. And you know what? I'm ready to act. I've spent 6 months. What a shit of a 6 months. Me, I've had an amazing 6 months. I made this decision and I've acted it and I've had the best 6 months ever. It's been brilliant. And roll on the next 6 months. It's going to get even better. But I am actioning it every month. I'm putting into action. And this is what you've got to do. No more whinging, moaning. Oh, 1 hour, 10 minutes and 10 seconds. 1 hour, 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Love it. So if anyone wants to have any information or book a Pathfinder reading, you know where I am. Anyone who wants any of the crystals, the Amethyst and the Moonstone, a couple of people messaged me today, so I will message you back with information about prices. Don't forget you've got to add on postage and packaging, and if you especially want the Moonstone, I will send that out first class recorded, so hopefully you get it on Monday. So enjoy the energy of the full moon, roughly about the 3rd of July. We talked about at the beginning about the timings, depending on where you are in the world, in Europe or UK, in America, Australia, New Zealand, etc. That's why there's a slightly different timings because of the way we are in the universe. It is a super moon because it's on the axis, so it looks really close. So it is a massive reality check. A reality check that enough is enough. And I'm not going to just talk and moan and whinge. Reality check is, if I want this, I have to action it. Universe, if you want to win the lottery, you have to action the purchase of a lottery ticket. No matter how many, I want to win the lottery, I want to win the lottery. You're putting it out to the universe. The universe is going, for fuck's sake, buy the lottery ticket then. If you don't action purchasing the lottery ticket, you will never win the lottery. You can't. If you haven't bought a lottery ticket, if you haven't taken the action to buy the lottery ticket, how the hell can you win them? So the universe is going, yeah, buy that frigging lottery ticket so you can win it. But if you don't buy that lottery ticket, how can we give you your money? You have to action to receive. So, what have you done for the last 6 months? You have an amazing opportunity for the next 6 months. You have to action. The law of attraction. Action is the attraction. The law, the law of attraction doesn't work on its own without the action. That's why it's a failure. That's why the law of manifestation fails. Why the law of polarity fails. Why the law of these all fail. The one main reason is because you have to action it as well. The lottery ticket won't just suddenly appear. All right? Because if it does just float, you might be lucky, but it belongs to someone else because someone else bought that lottery ticket. And if you find a lottery ticket and it's got the winning numbers, it's taking it away from someone else. You actually have to go and buy it yourself. I'm glad it makes sense, Nathan. If you want a full reading, let me know. If you want me to go and do some horse reiki, let me know. So, thank you everyone for joining. Sorry, I've got a husky voice. I'm going to stop in a minute because it's going to go completely. For those who purchased a reading, I will get the reading, I promise, within the next 24 hours. Just bear with me, okay? Hopefully, if my voice, I'm going to give it a rest for an hour now, and then I'm going to start doing those readings that people have very kindly purchased. Because my voice is getting better. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you've enjoyed all the information. Thank you, Lavender Moon, for sharing so much information on Amethyst, on Moonstone, and Laurel Essential Oil, which was an added bonus. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. You've been a very helpful person. Thank you to every one of you for joining me tonight. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the full moon Capricorn energy, the buck super moon. And I will hopefully catch you all on Monday. Take care. Namaste. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, bye.